Way up to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Yeah, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with my bestie.
That's right.
My best rapper friend.
Yeah.
Remember
I'm
that?
here, baby.
Let's run that back.
About?
Mano is here, and you know what? We are so happy. It's the weekend. You used to not care about the weekend.
Right now, I come over here and it's like, damn, I'm starting to look forward to the weekend. It used to all feel like one weekend to me.
Actually, weekends is probably when you work the most.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's the opposite. But anyway, we got a good show for you guys today. I told you, M. Night Shyamalan is going to be joining us. He's got a movie coming out August 2nd called Trap. It's Taylor Swift meets Silence of the Lambs. That's a great
I want to be in one of his
explanation.
movies.
Well, let's work on that.
For real, I like that guy.
Listen, amazing.
Yeah.
All right. And so he'll be joining us. I'm so excited for that when I tell you walking on air, because Sixth Sense, that is like the second highest grossing horror movie of all time. And you know that famous line, I see dead people.
Yeah, that was with
That's
Bruce
from
Willis.
Sixth Sense. Yep, absolutely. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get this show started with some love and positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
I'm here, baby.
Mano! And today I want to shine a light. Yesterday was my best friend from high school, her birthday. Her name is Jamel Drew. When I tell you we have been through a lot together, they used to call us Thelma and Louise.
Really? Happy birthday
when we were
to
growing
her.
up. Happy birthday, Jamel. The reason they called us that is because we've had a ton of car accidents together. You know, when you first start driving, because we knew each other before that, then we both got our license, and then she would get in an accident, then I would. You know, thank God we're still here.
That's right.
That's all I have to say. But if I ever wrote a book, or when I do write my book, she's definitely all up in it. Okay?
Accidents of Thelma and Louise.
But she's an attorney. She actually does commercial real estate law. And so she definitely helps me all the time with anything that I need help with. So I appreciate her for that. But she's just an all-around good person. She's super funny, super chill. Sometimes when we're out partying, I'm like, I can't believe you're a lawyer, because she's
right.
very fun.
Regular, yeah. Very fun. Fun girl.
Very fun.
Okay.
But anyway, who do you guys want to shine a light on? 800-292-5150. Hey, Terrell, what's up?
What up, Yee? What up, Mano? And I want a light on me. It's my birthday.
Okay, Terrell, how old are you today?
43 years young.
43.
All
God
right.
bless you.
Well, happy birthday. 43 years young.
All right, so shine a light on me. It's my birthday, 43. We're going to turn up later.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, well, that was Shine a Light. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And when we come back, let's talk about Bobby Shmurda versus Rick Ross. Now, Rick Ross seemingly is responding, allegedly, to what Bobby Shmurda had to say about him in an Instagram Live when he got him removed from a show. All right, it's Way Up. We got that Yeetie net.
They say it's truth in the room.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Talk to him.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here.
Mano.
Ready for some Yee tea? Let's get right into it. So let's just refresh on what happened with Bobby Shmurda and Rick Ross. Now, Bobby Shmurda is accusing Rick Ross of getting him kicked off of his show.
Right.
He was on the lineup. Here's what he said.
Rick Ross, bro, like, I really with you. So, like, why you ain't call me, big homie? Why I gotta get the call from talking about, yo, Rick Ross kicked you off the show. We work with, I got the call from Barbados. They like, yo, you know, we do a lot of business with Rick Ross, and we don't think Bobby's good for the show and this and that. Like, come on, bro. I don't, no beef with none of y'all. I'm independent, first of all. I'm beefing with higher powers in the industry already. I already know who I talk to. I already got. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing is, though, why, like, they like, yo, MMG called and said, yo, we don't want Bobby Shmurda on the show. Bro, I'm 30 years old, bro. Why you gotta call? You could have called me, big homie.
Now, Rick Ross, you know, apparently, according to Bobby Shmurda, probably had some issues with him.
Right.
Because he made a video where he was laughing
Kinda
after the whole
laughing at the
incident.
incident, right.
That happened with MMG
And some guys in
Canada.
In Canada.
We don't know who sent them or what really went down.
Right.
But, you
He
know, a
got
lot of
beat
people.
very badly, though. That was crazy.
Yeah, it wasn't a good situation. Well, now Rick Ross in his stories had this to say.
Ladies and gentlemen, whenever you see someone confused or talking nonsense, say shut up and enjoy your glass of Luke Belair.
So a lot of people are speculating that he's taking some shots back at Bobby Shmurda because, you know.
Well, I mean, it's kind of vague, though.
Yeah. One thing about Rick Ross, though, is that he will go on and on and on and on and post you in his stories a billion times while promoting his products.
Absolutely.
All right. And let's talk about Chanel West Coast. You know, congratulations to her, by the way. She did have a baby, but she also has a new show. She left Ridiculousness. Do you know that she was on there for 30 seasons?
30 seasons?
30 seasons.
30 years?
Well, I guess it's not a season a year,
Damn.
you know, but yeah, 30 seasons. And so she first announced that she was leaving back in March of last year to focus on new creative projects. Well, she has an MTV reality show. It's called The West Coast Hustle. And here is the trailer for that.
People mostly know me from Ridiculousness.
Breaking news, you're leaving?
Is that a tough decision for you to make? Meet the not-so-ridiculous side of Chanel West Coast.
By day, I'm mom. By night, I'm an artist.
Got a family, I'm just out here trying to live.
But I'm also an amazing girlfriend. Let me guess, poopy.
She balanced glam life.
I'm running on 3 hours of sleep.
With fam life.
This is becoming a lot of work. I am on the verge of a panic attack.
It's really, really bad.
Do we have time to nap today?
Not really.
All right, so that'll be cute to get to see her daughter. And when we come back, we have About Last Night. That's where we discuss what we did last night. Me and Mano, it's Way Up.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. My guy Mano is here. Way up, way up. And it is time for About Last Night. Now, Mano,
Yeah.
what did you do last night?
I've been trying to get my money back from Bank of America, so that's been a fight. So I was so angry, I was stressed. So I was like, you know what? It's a nice night. Let's pull out the KLR horses, jump on them, call my dogs up, let's go for a ride. And we rode out the bikes, you know, had some fun.
Where do you go to do that? Is it in Jersey? Is it in the city?
Nah, we ride around New York City, baby. Brooklyn, Harlem, Queens.
Is it scary? Because I feel like New York is a scary place to be on bikes.
Why? No, these is real big motorcycles.
That's what I'm saying, because they drive crazy out here.
I mean, when it's a pack of people, it's easier because it's like cars are going to get out your way. They're going to stand down because it's 40 guys on bikes, you know, and we kind of like block the traffic off and make sure everybody's safe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a thing.
That's nice. Now,
if you're by yourself, it's not fun.
Right, I
it's
can
not
imagine.
fun riding by yourself. When you riding with a pack of people, it's fun.
Well, you know what I was doing yesterday? I think it's time for me to get it together for this book. Mm-hmm. And so I have a space in my house that I'm like dedicating to be able to work on that.
Right.
So I actually was clearing out that space. You know, I had my sage and everything to get it right, to get it together. I think I'm gonna paint one of the walls and do like an accent wall in that room. I'm just trying to set this up perfect for it to be like my Zen area, my Zen space. A lot of times you need like a certain
You need a Zen space.
place. I was reading this article about how clutter affects you in your house, like incredibly, and especially the entryway when you first come into the house.
Right. Mine's cluttered up.
It is?
Yeah.
You got to take care of that.
Yeah, it is because, you know, you feel better when your house is clean.
And you feel better, you sleep better, you think better. Like it's really, sometimes it could be so stressful when you see like too much stuff everywhere. It kind of is a reflection of what's going on in your life. Mm-hmm. So when you feel like that, you can control like inside your house and decluttering and getting rid of things and making it feel clean and fresh and new. It helps you in your life, I believe.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, well, that is About Last Night. Now, when we come back, we have Tell Us a Secret. And so you can remove that clutter from your brain right now and call us up, 800-292-5150. Call us up and tell us a secret. That's right, get rid of that clutter that's been blocking you. We're here to help. We're not here to judge. 800-292-5150 is Way Up.
Yeah.
Way Up.
This is a judgment-free zone. Tell us a secret.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Way up, baby.
And it's time for Tell Us a Secret. 800-292-5150. Hello, anonymous caller. What's your secret? No judgment.
My secret is before me and my boyfriend got together, he had messed with his best friend's sister. And when we were together, we had a little argument, and he slid back in her DM. So I screenshot it and sent it to her brother. Now her brother's mad at him. but he don't know why he's mad at him. And I don't want to tell him what I did because we made up.
Wow. He's going to eventually have to tell him. I wonder why his best friend didn't tell him. Like, you slept with my sister.
He just, like, didn't ignore him. Like, he has not mentioned anything, been talking to him, been around him, nothing. Like, you can tell he's mad, but he hasn't said why he's mad.
Are you still with him?
Yeah, we made up.
See? You made up anyway. Well,
Wow.
Wow.
You're still with him anyway. All right. Well, thank you for calling. Good luck in your relationship.
Thank you.
Anonymous caller, what's your secret?
My secret is I've been working as an employer, but I told my wife that I own my own business.
Ooh.
So now I got to get my own business because my funds is getting tight.
So basically, you a catfish.
Not
Yeah,
really. because
yeah, really, you are.
The thing is, my business is not big enough to grow. I'm only one person. So the help that I need is not there, but I have to present myself as another guy saying that I got a job to do, which is a job, but the job that I get doesn't pay like a contract.
It feels like you're making excuses for not being honest.
I am honest.
Because I think your wife
We're
would be,
honest, you told
she
a
wouldn't
lie.
be supportive of you no matter what.
She's not, though. Any project that I have that's not an employee that's trying to be part of my painting service, there's no type of support. No, that's just a regular job. You ain't making enough money. So it's like I'm never making enough money.
Yeah, it's never. Well, this feels like it's going to be a cycle if it's never enough.
Well,
So,
get you a new
Miss
wife
Angela
now.
Yee and Mano, I need to know where should I start to start my own business.
You already have a business,
And
though,
a
right?
service.
You have an LLC. You just want to take it to the next level.
Absolutely.
I think references are always a great thing. You got to make sure people know you have these services available. Start within your circle. Make sure you do great work. And then eventually you'll have to expand and hire other people.
Okay, before I can hire, I need that job.
Okay, I'm fine with that. It's your wife that has the issue. These are all choices that you make in your relationship. And you can either tell her the truth, come clean and let her know I'm trying to get my business going and I'm running low on funds. Or you can continue the way that you are doing. This is where you're being deceptive and giving her all your money but not handling your business for yourself. But you have to make that decision.
Absolutely.
But listen, we got to go. But thank you so much for sharing with us. And now you got to
Thank
let
you for
let
having
your
me.
wife know. That's what marriage is about, being honest. All right. Well, that was Tell Us a Secret. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. And let's talk about J-Lo. Now, according to reports, she was quote unquote drama all the time, leading to this tension in her marriage with Ben Affleck. We'll tell you what sources are saying it's way up.
Yo, she about to blow the lid up off this pot.
Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here. No, Mano!
Let's get it.
All right, shout out to Roy Wood Jr., Hulu announced earlier this week that he's going to be taping his first comedy special for them. He also did 3 comedy specials on Comedy Central: Imperfect Messenger, No One Loves You, and Father Figure. So they'll let us know what the title and launch date will be later on down the road. But I think Roy Wood Jr. is so funny. I thought he was going to end up being the new host for the Daily Show when Trevor Noah left. But, still amazing, and I'm definitely on board to watch his Hulu special. All right, now let's talk about Brandon from Jagged Edge. I don't know if you saw this, but he got in a really bad car accident.
Yeah, I saw the car.
It looked awful. Man, when I tell you, it is a blessing that he was able to survive that accident. But he did reveal that he had a broken neck, 5 broken ribs, and a skull fracture.
Right.
You know how crazy that is? He was in ICU following that accident. Now, he did thank the hospital, Grady Hospital. He was in ICU for 5 days. And he said that he was at the hospital. Their trauma center is the best in the country and that they saved his life. And he's forever grateful. And he said that he has a bunch of pain all over his body in addition to his skull fracture, scalp lacerations, the broken ribs, all of that. But he said, God got me. And then he posted the picture of his car that was severely crushed. That is like your life flashes.
Yeah. You're very lucky to get out of something like that.
And to be in the right
blessing.
hospital. Being in the right hospital is everything, okay? And Ryan Garcia has just been hit with a misdemeanor vandalism charge. That's because, remember, he was in LA at that hotel. They said he had a meltdown.
Right.
Well, prosecutors are saying he could be facing up to 1 year in jail.
I don't know what's up with this dude, man. I feel like ever since the Javante fight, he ain't been the same.
Well, this was at the Waldorf in Beverly Hills, where, by the way, they have a beautiful rooftop. But there's a video from the scene. You can see officers were taking him away in handcuffs. So he has to be before a judge on August 7th. So we'll see what happens, all right? And that is your Yeetie. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They are flying under the radar. It's way up.
Check the news. I got news. This is the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
What's up? It's way up at Angela Yee. On a Friday, I'm here.
Friday.
Jermaino. Maino's here.
Jermaino.
All right, let's get into some under the radar stories. Now, people across the nation have been losing their jobs after they posted about this Trump shooting, this assassination attempt. All right. So first we heard about Tenacious D bandmate Kyle Gass. He had complained on social media that he was upset that the shooter had missed. A lot of people said that, but
really?
Yeah, but Jack Black, who is the other member of the group, said he was blindsided and announced that he was ending the rest of the tour and wouldn't work with him in the future again.
Really?
Yeah, all because of those comments. So while a lot of people's comments are spreading, some people have lost their jobs. An instructor in Louisville, Kentucky was put on unpaid leave over what they said was an offensive and unacceptable social media post. And now he is no longer employed there. It was comments about the shooter missing, and it was screenshotted and posted by a conservative social media account on TikTok. So I guess they were trying to get him fired. So people that were, I guess, making jokes and saying things about, oh, they shouldn't have missed. Some people got fired. Another person who worked at a Southern Kitchen and Bar with their locations in several different states, that person got fired. They said the worker was no longer employed there because they violated the social media policy. So a lot of different people have randomly been losing their job. But that's why I always say you have to be careful what you post on social media.
Right.
And let's take it to Texas now. The Supreme Court has granted a man a stay of execution 20 minutes before he was about to get a lethal injection. This happened on Tuesday evening.
Counts.
Yes, he had long said that he was not responsible for the fatal stabbing of an 85-year-old woman during a home robbery decades ago. He said that DNA testing would help prove that. Now they are going to review his appeal request. So
yeah, free that man.
Yeah, we don't know, but I guess they're going to give him the opportunity.
Yeah.
That's why the death sentence is really tough because they are wrong sometimes.
That's right.
And there is no going back after that. All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. Now, when we come back, it is a Friday, and we got M. Night Shyamalan joining us alongside his daughter, Salika Shyamalan. Also, we got the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. I think we need a shot.
Let's do it.
It's Way Up.
Let's do it.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee, like they Angela Yee.
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T.
Way up.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here. It's a Friday.
Yo.
All right. Well, let's get into some Yeetie. And we were actually doing this in real time yesterday after the show. But Cardi B was on Spaces, on Twitter Spaces. And I was like, oh, Cardi's on Spaces. Let me see what she's talking about.
Yeah.
Little did I know, she's mad at Joe Budden.
Right.
Now, Joe Budden said this on his podcast.
Absolutely. We'll never get another Cardi album again. That's going to be crazy, but that's what Cardi's about to be now. Just single artist. We're not getting none of that. I'm sure somebody involved wants Cardi to put out an album.
What?
Yeah, of course they do. I'm sure Offset wants Cardi to put out an album. Hey, fellas out there, boyfriends, y'all know that feeling, right? When you want your to get a job, you in the house, your bitch just won't leave. She's just in there on top of you.
Now, you were saying the first part wasn't that bad, but then it went left.
Right. I thought it was cool up into the other stuff.
Right, like get a job, go on tour.
Yeah, because like it's cool to have an opinion about somebody, but when you start talking about their personal,
right?
Because then it starts to seem personal.
I also think that people don't know what they're talking about. Like, people have always speculated about different things that even go on in this building. It could be so wrong, and I think it also bothered her. Like, they said somebody from Atlantic told them X, Y, and Z.
Right.
And she's been working on her album.
Right. It's just that it hasn't come in, how long has it been? What, 6 or 7 years?
And I'm sure that she's had a couple of kids.
Right.
She's got a lot going on.
None of that
She's
matters.
put music out.
Right.
But she definitely went on her Spaces and said it feels like he's got something personal against her. And then he went on Twitter and said that he will never report on this person again. So I assume because this was all happening around the same time, when he said that person, he was referring to Cardi B. And, as usual, that ended up trending. And he was in there listening too in the Spaces while this was happening. I saw him in the Spaces. Yeah. So there you have it. All right, and here's some good news. Rihanna, she tried to tell y'all we outside all 2024, proud to announce that Fenty Beauty is a premium partner of the Olympic and Paralympic Games, baby. Fenty Paris 2024. Congratulations. Let me tell you, if anybody knows how to get some money,
It's Rihanna.
it's Rihanna. Rihanna. She could not do. How long has it been since she put out an album?
She don't need no album.
Exactly. So maybe it's not important, right? All right. Now, podcaster Bobby Altoff has shut down rumors that she has sexual relationships with the people that she interviews. Somebody posted, damn, get divorced choosing fame over your now ex-husband just to get passed around by different guys weekly. Sheesh, that is a really harsh thing to say. Well, she responded, I guess she was fed up.
Right.
And said, I never respond to this comment that I've been getting 1 million times a day for the last year, but I am really sick of seeing it. Anyone who says stuff like this is so effing ignorant. You don't know why my marriage ended, that we are both so much happier apart than we ever were together, that now our kids get to see 2 happy parents instead of 0. I have never slept with someone I interviewed. I don't sleep around and I rarely ever go out, but you guys can't effing believe that a woman can be around men without sleeping with them. It's so frustrating. And then she told them to shut the F up.
Okay.
Bobby, I feel your pain. I'm not going to lie. For me, I definitely have had people say that about me too.
Really?
Absolutely. That I sleep with everybody else.
Yeah, me too. They kind of
Well,
try to put that on me too. You
in
know?
your case.
Yeah.
But
I'm tired of it.
I had people say that I'm sleeping with you. I'm sure you've heard, and
Yeah,
that
that's
definitely has
stupid.
never happened.
That's very stupid.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Right.
So that's why I say I feel it, because people have definitely said that. And I think as a woman in this industry, we act like it's normal that people will just say things about you. But
people just make up stuff.
yeah, they do. For sure. All right. Well, that is your Yee Tea. And when we come back, we have Ask Yee. 800-292-5150 is the number. Call us up. Any question you have, I'm here with the award-winning advice giver.
Award-winning.
And we want to help you out.
Know it.
It's Way Up.
Everybody
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts.
you should know.
This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and the award-winning advice giver Mano is here.
No,
And
Mano!
we got Brittany on the line. What's up, Brittany?
Hi. I just have a question.
Okay.
How do you go about dealing with a man that has a bitter baby mom that uses her kids as pawns?
Man, and it feels like he has to deal with that more than you do. And how long have you been with this man?
We've been together about a year. And the only reason why I asked that is because every problem that she presents starts with me.
Yeah, because she's definitely jealous.
She still want to be with him?
I mean, I don't know. I do want to be with him. As far as her, I have no idea.
All right, so give me an example of how this is your fault, the way that she's framing it.
For example, you can spend time with her, but you can't spend time with your kids.
What?
Now, in an instance, I wouldn't want to be at her house because I couldn't deal with my kids because she'd come in the room and start nagging. Or she'd come in the room and start an argument, if that makes sense. So he had to stay away.
How come he can't take the kids with him? Why does he have to go to her house?
Because it's a control thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I
think... You got to see them here. You can't take them nowhere. You got to be here in my house under this roof.
Well, he needs to maybe do something that's a little more formal. And I know a lot of people don't like to have to establish stuff with a third party. But maybe it's some mediation that's necessary to show that, you know, he's serious, he means business, and everything doesn't have to be on her terms.
I mean, she say jump, he says how high.
So that's going to be something he has to deal with. And I understand you don't want to ruffle feathers because you don't want the baby mom to get mad. And he's probably thinking like, I want to make sure I can see my kids. I don't want to have no issues, no drama.
Either way, it's like if he goes to see them and he's doing what he's supposed to, it's still issues and drama because of me. Like,
She's never,
it literally stems from... You get what I'm saying? Oh,
yeah, she's never going to be happy.
Yeah.
He's going to have to take control of the situation. And what that means is that if he's concerned about being able to see his kids and concerned about her dictating everything, then that might mean that they're going to have to establish a visitation for him. And that might mean that he's going to have to go through a third party and also pay child support, which is not the worst thing in the world. But now at least you have things on a schedule and set up so that if she does something wrong, that's on her. But now he can have some control.
Okay.
You know, and I just think that,
that
that's important. And, you know, maybe eventually things will get better because I know a lot of times a year is still kind of fresh for her. And maybe, you know, she's still upset. She need to get her a man. And when she can move on in life.
Why don't you hook her up with one of your guy friends?
I mean, I don't think no one is going to want to deal with that.
There you go. But it's hard in a situation like this, and the only thing I can say is if they can't handle it between themselves, then it might be time for it to be something that is handled legally, because it's probably only going to get worse unless she miraculously changes.
So from a girlfriend perspective, do I keep ignoring it?
I mean, ain't much for you to do. I mean, is he good to you?
Yeah.
All right, so.
And I think you have to be supportive to him, but also, give him some support as far as like, here's what you can do. And maybe it's you directing him to somebody that deals with this professionally. Because you can only do what you can do, and you can only be as supportive as you can. But I also understand this woman is trying to ruffle your feathers and disturb your peace in your relationship. You can't let that happen. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I like that.
All right, well, good luck, Britt.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, well, that was Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. If you can't get through, you hear that call. You can always leave a message. All right, and when we come back, M. Night Shyamalan is going to be joining us. He has a new movie coming out starring his daughter, who's also here, Salika Shyamalan, and the movie is called Trap, and it's coming out August 2nd. We have more about that when we come back. It's Way Up.
Turn it up! You vibing Way Up with Angela Yee.
Come right back.
More now.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and this is so exciting for me. We have two special guests here today. We have M. Night Shyamalan and Salika in the building, and we're getting ready to talk about the movie Trap. But first, Salika, congratulations to you for everything that you've been doing, going on tour with Giveon and the music and putting out an EP, and now you have 14 songs that are about to come out August 2nd with this movie.
Yes.
So how do you feel?
I'm very excited. I'm like, I just finished the album a couple days ago, and I'm super in love with it, and I'm nervous and anxious, but just really grateful and excited, and I loved writing these songs. It was so fun.
All right, and I know you must be proud as a dad to see what your daughter has accomplished.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our house is kind of a little different in that way. It's kind of, it's always grown up in the arts. That's the culture in there and the conversations about the arts. So it isn't really about any kind of destination or accomplishment in and of itself, but that relationship to the particular art form. If you're a painter or a musician or a poet or whatever it is, that if you choose that it's your integrity to the art form is the thing that hopefully they've been inculcated with since they've been four, rather than validation from being seen or money or fame or any of those things which are that's nothing to do with it.
Listen, to be honest, seeing how you've come up and the things that you've done, just the path that you've been on to get to where you are, because both of your parents were doctors, right?
Yeah, correct, yeah.
So this is a completely different path.
Yes.
From that, for you to have done that. So that actually allowed for your children to decide what they want to do and be creative. Because I know it's hard when your parents have like a path and an idea for you that they want you to proceed on.
Yeah, I mean, they came, if you imagine, they're first generation immigrants. They came and they were the first of their families to leave India and come here, and they were both the first doctors in the family, and they came here and they went to a country, in the 60s where it was just a different world back then, and they were the first of everything. My mom was the first female doctor in the area, blah, 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 all of those things. And
that's huge.
Yeah, so there was a lot of courage that they had, and then the work ethic that was involved with being doctors, of course, but there was a belief system in something prescribed for you and following that. I took two of those three things, which was the risk-taking and the work ethic, and then applied it to the arts. And of course, when your son says, hey, I want to go into filmmaking, two immigrant Indians that came, that's seen as you understand it, as folly.
Right.
That's not real. You're gonna become the Indian filmmaker. You were the one, really? And so it sounds ridiculous, right? And so all I could do was say, hey, I have a feeling about the relationship to the art that feels special, and I don't know how to do it yet, but I want to pursue that. So this is, when I'm 17 or 16, and I got very lucky, and I got to do that. But conveying that now to this generation of the work ethic and the importance of the relationship to the art is the primary thing, because that will, whatever comes from that, if it's done honestly, is the correct thing. So whether you have a little bit that comes from it or a lot that comes from it, it's the correct thing. Don't take the a lot if it's going to compromise your relationship, your own integrity, you'll hate yourself for it.
Right now, I'm talking to M. Night Shyamalan and Seale Shyamalan. They have their new movie, Trap, coming out August 2nd. Let's talk about the movie Trap, because this sounds like an exciting one for all age groups. You know, horror movies also my favorite genre. And so I know you guys grew up in a household where you would watch horror movies together. What was your favorite horror movie coming up?
I mean, Silence of the Lambs when I was a little older. When I was younger, I loved Poltergeist.
Okay, me too.
That was like my childhood favorite movie. And then this movie called Audrey Rose, which is, now that I look back on it, is like so traumatizing and scary and terrible, but I love that movie. I don't know.
I think for me, The Exorcist, I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
When I saw that movie, I had to leave the light on. And I was the only person in my house that liked to watch horror movies. And I would literally like watch it, but I would cover my eyes and my ears when things were happening that were too scary for me. And then, so sometimes it felt like I never saw the movie at all because I missed all the like, you know, what happened at those points. But some of them you look back and you're like, I can't believe I was scared during this. You know?
Well, Exorcist for me is my favorite.
Is it really?
Yeah,
okay,
definitely.
I read the book too.
Yeah, me too.
And the book is so graphic also. There's certain things in there. And I know you like to also adapt, you know, books into film also.
Yeah,
right?
sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but I have to say, you know, my true love in life is just coming up with an idea and following it in this color that I haven't heard before, like Trap. You know, it's a combination of many things, but you haven't felt this before, and I haven't felt it. And that draws me. You know, it interests me.
All right, M. Night Shyamalan and Seale Shyamalan are here. We'll be talking about the movie Trap that's coming out August 2nd. I'm so excited about it. But let's never forget The Sixth Sense, which he did, is the #2 highest grossing horror film of all time. I see dead people. We all know that line. It's way up.
Yeah, let's go.
Turn me up. Here we go again.
This is Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee, and this is an exciting day for me. We have producer, director, writer, father, husband, M. Night Shyamalan in the building with us, alongside Seale Shyamalan, his daughter, who is starring in the movie Trap. Ooh, and Release and Save Me. Those are the two songs that have been put out so far. And it sounds so good when you see the trailer, too. Like putting the music with the trailer and feeling like the tone of that. So when you wrote the soundtrack, right, was it you wrote that first, and then like how does that work in alignment with what's happening as far as the script?
I wrote to the script. He wrote the script first. And then I wrote all the songs. Some of them kind of overlapped with while we were already in pre-production and shooting. But it was all, you know, once the script was written, it had to be, you know, very specific to the scenes. And the way he writes is very, you know, everything is detailed and thought out, and the image is there. There's kind of not really like questions there. Everything is storyboarded, everything is thought out, and so the scenes, I knew exactly how many songs and what scenes they were over and what's happening during those scenes, and so kind of orchestrating and producing the songs to fit what those were.
What is the first concert you guys have been to together?
Whoa, what was the first one?
Because
this is all the big one in my mind is Beyonce when I was 10.
That's a good one. Thanks, Dad.
I don't know if that's like core memory for me. I don't know if that was the first like show I ever saw.
I can't remember.
I mean, we saw a lot of classical,
classical
music. You know, my teacher's performances.
It might have been. It might have been her.
But I think that was maybe like the first time.
That's a high bar, right?
Yeah, we went. Yeah, the highest. We just started at the top.
It was like wait till you're 10, and then we're gonna take you to the greatest concert you're gonna have.
We went. I think we went backstage to meet her, right? Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
This is when it really comes in handy to have your dad. Like, come on, let's go say hi to Beyonce.
I think I was like actually shaking. She just was so beautiful and tall.
Well, I'm excited to see this because from the trailer, I can see that it's visually going to be beautiful, but it's also something I feel like that is relatable and will maybe make us all scared to go to a concert again after this, because the whole premise of it. But I know there's going to be a twist. So that's what I'm excited to see, because I saw people were like, oh, he gave away, you know, everything, and
I can't remember.
You can't. I know. It's been so long since.
I don't remember what happened, so I can't.
And I do want to say that right now it feels like we're living in a movie. You know? And
incredible.
I always feel like real life is like
it's
scarier
so
than any movie could be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I keep saying we our culture has become high school. We just more and more. You know, I used to think just being famous is like being in high school forever, but then now everything is turning into high school. It's like the outrageous things that the kids that did outrageous things and got talked about in high school, that's now.
Yeah, except it's like adults doing it.
Thing.
Do you get inspired by seeing, even though like there's some crazy things happening, you know, we're coming off of like assassination attempt on the president and all these, madness things. Does that ever make you feel like this is a movie right here? Like, how can we turn this into?
Yeah, it does. It does, affect the thoughts. I do feel comfortable going to very dark material, like in Trap, because I feel very optimistic about humanity and life. That's just who I am. So I feel safe to take you. Like, you can, even though I'm taking you to a dark place, you know that the person taking you on the journey, it has a different point of view about life, that I do feel optimistic about things. And even though, as you'll see, when you watch Trap, it has both sides to it. And I think art really resonates when you get that balance right of how weird we all are as human beings. We have both things in us. At all times. We have the very worst and the very best always there. And when we feel that, like when I play the mom that's loving, but she's also selfish, and then it rings true. Right. You have to find the dark balance.
All right. Make sure y'all see Trap August 2nd. It's out in the soundtrack as well.
Yes.
You can watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Mano's here.
Yeah,
No, Mano! You know what time it is. It is time for us to tell everybody listening, our family, to have a great weekend. The Way Up Gang, as you call us.
Way Up Gang, baby.
It's like the Get Along Gang. We need like some like furry Care Bear type sweaters with hearts on it. The Way Up Gang. It's a good gang.
Nah, we coming in here with all black.
No.
Skull, skeleton gloves on.
That sounds very M. Night Shyamalan-ish.
Yeah.
But thank you to M. Night Shyamalan for joining us, and also Salika Shyamalan. That is his daughter, who's starring in the movie Trap. That's coming out August 2nd. You watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up With Yee. So exciting. And of course, you guys be safe. I'll be in Detroit this weekend. Come see me Saturday, okay? I'll be at Cambria. We're having a nice, fun, free party on the rooftop. I know the weather's going to be amazing, so hang out. I got like 10 of my friends coming out with me from here, so listen. I'm not responsible for what's going to happen this weekend.
In Detroit stays in Detroit.
You know what it is. Come have some fun. All right? It is Way Up. Be safe, and you have the last word.
Yes, I was calling about my card declining. It was my first date with the guy I'm still with. And his card declined. He told me he didn't have enough money, but it was me and my son. My son was like 2 at the time. So I'm like, damn, I know my card gonna decline. It declined.
Whoa! Yeah. I'm going all the way up.
Going way up with Angela Yee.